Wildfires are raging LA County, and all they can think about in the local city government is DEI initiatives, letting their citizens, cities, and neighborhoods burn to the ground. In the wake of the horrific fires that have razed huge swaths of Los Angeles to the ground, several facts have come to the forefront. First, that the leadership of California, Gavin Newsom, and Los Angeles, Karen Bass, are completely 100% incompetent. Second, that their preoccupation with diversity, equity, and inclusion has contributed to the lack of professionalism within their department. Third, diverting millions of gallons of water into the Pacific Ocean to save a tiny fish species was criminally negligent, as the fire hydrants are empty. Fourth, the LA city government made a terrible mistake in cutting their firefighting budget by millions, especially in light of LA's history with wildfires. In this video, I'll be covering all the bases. Make sure you follow me, comment, like. Let's get the truth out there, people. And here, people, is LA's deputy chief of the fire department.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Yes, you really did just hear that from this imbecile, this idiot, this DEI hire. She says that if your house is burning down, you're in danger. You want someone that looks like you to save you. No, dummy. As a white man, I wouldn't give a shit if the firefighter was black, Korean, Hispanic, Indian. I don't care. As long as he's able to save me and my family's life or to put out the fire that's threatening to destroy my livelihood. Then this idiot goes a step further and when questioned about whether she's strong enough to carry someone's husband out of the building, she responds, well, maybe your husband shouldn't have been in that part of the building anyways. What the fuck? And you know what? You know what directly results from attitudes like this? This right here. Pretty dark stuff, huh, guys? And here's LA's fire chief crowing about her diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts.
I'm super inspired.
She took time out of her already busy schedule to tell us about her vision for the department's future, one that includes a 3-year strategic plan to increase diversity.
And guys, in case you haven't seen enough footage, here's the direct result of that type of policy right here. It looks like hell on earth. And that's what these idiotic DEI policies and philosophies bring. Now let's listen to this idiot talk about her quotas that she wants to reach, which apparently can't be high enough.
People ask me, well, what number are you looking for? I said, I'm not looking for a number. It's never enough.
Out of 3,300 city firefighters, only 115 are women right now. She's already looking at ways to change that. She's quick to point out that doing so has a greater purpose, attracting the best and brightest for the job.
They feel included, they feel valued, and they feel part of a cohesive team.
The chief also checks another box when it comes to inclusivity and diversity at this department. She's a proud member of the LGBTQ community.
That just kind of opens the door of people that thought, wow, I didn't even know that was an opportunity for me.
Yeah, you're right, Mr. Corrupt Mainstream Reporter. She does check all the boxes. Before the box burned down. God, that is terrifying footage. How can anyone survive that? Hopefully everyone was evacuated. But we also have some great points being made by former LA mayoral candidate Rick Caruso.
But what is most concerning to me is our first responders and our firefighters who are trying to battle this. There's no water in the Palisades. There's no water coming out of the fire hydrants. This is an absolute mismanagement by the city. It's not the firefighters' fault, but it's by the city. And I'm going to be very honest. We've got a mayor that's out of the country, and we've got a city that's burning, and there's no resources to put out fires. So if you look at your pictures, you don't see the firefighters there because there's nothing they can do. And it looks like we're in a third world country here. Mm-hmm. And we've got a lot of tough questions that we need to ask the mayor and the city council and our representatives and the county representatives. Why didn't you work to mitigate this? What was your brush mitigation program? I heard you earlier talking about it's been dry because there hasn't been rain. That's not the biggest problem here. The brush up in these hills that are controlled by the city and the county, I would bet you that if they haven't been handled, mitigated, pruned, removed for probably 30 or 40 years.
Instead of that competent and reasonable sounding man, the residents of LA elected this imbecile.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today?
Can you back up? Appreciate it.
Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster? No apology for them? Do you think you should have been visiting Ghana while this was unfolding back home? Madam Mayor, let me ask you just again, have you anything to say to the citizens today as you return?
No. They're gonna Ma'am, hold on 1 second.
Madam Mayor, just a few words for the citizens today as you return to deal with the catastrophe.
Can you take this down?
And if you think the LA mayor is bad, check out Governor Newsom's response.
What is the situation with the water? Obviously, in Palisades, ran out last night in the hydrants. I was talking to the firefighter on this block. They left because there was no water in the hydrant here.
The local folks are trying to figure that out.
The locals will take care of it. What a leader, right, guys? Let's hear a real leader address this fake leader in this old footage here.
It's cleaned out and protected. We've got to take care of the floors, the floors of the forests, very important. You look at other countries where they do it differently, and it's a whole different story. I was with the president of Finland, and he said, we have a much different, we're a forest nation. He called it a forest nation. And they spend a lot of time on raking and cleaning and doing things, and they don't have any problem. And when it is, it's a very small problem.
Sir, California's a mess. We're giving billions and billions of dollars for forest fires in California. There's no reason for those fires to be like they are. They're leaving them dirty. It's a disgraceful thing. Old trees are sitting there rotting and dry. And instead of cleaning it up, they don't touch them. They leave them. And we end up with these massive fires that we're paying hundreds of billions of dollars for to fix. And the destruction is incredible. So I think California ought to get their act together and clean up their forests and manage their forests, because it's disgraceful.